Hey everyone, welcome back to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today I decided I'd do a second look using the Nars palette. The Christmas edition, the Stargaze. I really want to do second looks with each of these palettes just because they're so pricey. And though I really feel like the quality's there, that doesn't necessarily mean the color story's there for certain people and the variety. And you could definitely see it in the palette that there is a variety, but seeing and doing are two different things. I've come to feel because I can see different ways a palette can be used, but then at the same time, it's like, am I going to use it that way though? That's always the problem for me. So with the Nars palette though, again, this is what it looks like. And this is the inside of it. The other day I went more like a smoky gray purple type of thing. I had used this as my crease. And then I think I went in with that and then put that in the inner part of my lid. I don't know. It was more purple though, but it was beautiful. So today I really wanted to play with this cranberry shade because when I did swatch this for you, I really love the cranberry shade. And though Nars has never really disappointed me with their formula, their color stories sometimes are the same, but you kind of see what you're getting. Let me do, because we'll be here all day with me. You know how we go. So I'm going to go into this shade again. And I really, really love this shade for a crease. Like, I absolutely adore this shade for my crease shade. I would say this is probably my top 5 crease shades that are my favorite. So, especially for like my skin tone. Oh, look at that. A hair's falling out of that brush. I'll be darned. That's different. Anyway, it just really works for me and my skin tone and everything. So I really like it, and it's easy to use. So that makes it even, 10 times better for me, because I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just a regular consumer like you. Well, I'm assuming maybe you're a makeup artist. I don't know, but if you're a makeup artist, you shouldn't be watching me. But anyway, back to what I was saying. The cranberry shade, though Nars has never really disappointed me with their shades and the formula and the way they perform, I do know, or from hearing, reds and purples and stuff can be very hard to formulate and do well. So I really wanted to play with it just to see, how it would perform. And y'all, it did not disappoint. It just didn't. Like, I really like this palette. And I actually have it right here sitting, like, out front and center. Oh, and guess what else I did? I'm so excited, you all. I finally did it. I hit pan on my bronzer. Look how much I only have that little teeny bit left. Yes, I believe this is from 2019. It could have been 2020. It's the Lighting Edit, the Ghost palette. But if you all have those, like, once you go through yours, like, what do? Because, like, some of those things, like, some of that I'm not going to use, most likely. Do you depot them? Can they be depotted, for that matter? I mean, I guess everything can be depotted, but, like, I don't want to break it either, trying to. I'm just wondering. I mean, I can always just give it to my daughter, but I just really love this shade here. I could sit here and play with this shade alone. Okay, now we're going to go into this cranberry shade, which is right here. We're going to go into this one right here. So pretty. And I'm using a Refer brush. Okay. And I'm kind of going in lightly because it is a darker shade, And, like, they scare me. even though I know how it performs, it still, scares me. But look how pretty that is. And like it's red, but it's not like it doesn't make my eye look like it's sick. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It doesn't, it's just so pretty. I didn't really think I was like a red cranberry type of person, to be honest. It's just not a color that, I tend to really gravitate to, but for some reason, the way it is set up in this particular palette, I really do like it. And I'm now wondering, like, what other palettes have got, like, a cranberry shade in it that maybe I didn't play with before because, I was scared or I just didn't think it would look good or whatnot. Because I kind of want to go back into them and play with it. But I feel like this palette really does have a lot to offer in just different ways of playing with it and using it. And I could be wrong, Everybody has their own preferences and stuff, but me personally, like, I have really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the first look I created with the purple. I enjoy this look. And because I know, the mattes, the browns, like, I would enjoy doing a neutral look. And I know it would turn out really pretty. We're going to take that same cranberry shade and run it on the lower lash line now. And I just like the cranberry shade because, like, especially like for holidays, like around Christmas, I don't like red scare me, But I do think like an alternative maybe to a red would be this shade, a cranberry shade. If you were trying like a Christmas type look maybe. And I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone. So, creating this look has definitely done that for sure. I just want to make sure I get it just as dark on this side as I did the other. But I mean, they blend easily. And they build, but they don't blend away. So I'm not saying they blend away by no means, but they do blend very well. Even if you go in with a heavier hand sometimes because you're just not thinking, or you get distracted because you hear the word mommy or Gigi, and then you're like, oh no, and then too late. But I found it blended nicely regardless. And my mascara is flaking, which I don't know why, but that's a whole other story. Okay, now we're going to go into this red or burgundy shade right here. And it's a metallic, but it's really pretty. And this is really a simple look too. That's the fun part about it. Like, I love when looks are just simple and work. And I didn't spray. I don't have any, you know, I didn't lay down anything. But it's, and again, if you did spray it, it would be much more metallic and more oomph. But with me, like, I don't necessarily want that. Like, I do, but I don't. Like, there's days I want it, obviously. I love it. But then there's just some days where I want that, like this, you know? With just a little bit of oomph. But it's so pretty. So, so pretty. And it really, when you put it on, at first, it kind of doesn't look really good on my lids, I won't lie. But the more I move it and spread it out, and again, if I sprayed it, maybe it would lay better. I don't know. But it does make my eye, you know, lids look a little older because it lays into the creases. But when you, until you spread it out, and it's easy to, like I said, manipulate. But you're not going to get, like, I haven't gotten any fallout or anything from it. And I really just lay it down, pat it on, and then kind of just spread it out all over the lid. And it looks really good once it's all, you know, spread out and stuff. And I really like this brush for doing this because, like, it really, like, it's got a nice point to it. Really nice point to really, like, make it exact, precise almost, I guess is the word, where I want it, and blending it. Okay. And then I'll go back into that burgundy just to lay it right there on that outer corner because I don't want to lose that shade at all. I don't know, I just really like this look. It just really hits home somehow. I don't know how, but it does. Because it's not like I create looks like this often. But okay. Then we're going to go into this shade right here. And really, this is the only shade that's light enough for my inner corner. And even then, it's not that light, but it can work. So I'm going to put it in my inner corner here. And then you know me, I like to take it up the crease a little bit. Like that. And I just like this color too. Like this color with just the brown would be pretty for just like an everyday look. And I'm just going to go back into that red shade just to sort of like mesh them well in together. Man, it's so pretty. I really like this look though. I don't know why though. Like, I really don't know why. It just really looks nice. Okay, now we're going to take this like dark brown shade here. And I'm going to run it on the lower lash, or yeah, lower lash line. Yeah, lower, no, under the lower lash line and above the top lash line. Yes. Is that right? Am I saying that right? I think I am. I think I am. But that's what I'm doing. And I'm just sort of like pushing it in, kind of lining. Well, it's not kind of, it is lining. I don't know where I'm going with it, y'all. Just bear with me. Bear with me. I really don't think that you're going to be disappointed in this palette if you get it, though. Because I feel like you're going to get your everyday look. I feel like you're going to get your day, night, your glam. Like, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're in the mood for, I feel like it's going to give it to you. And the quality is going to be really good. It's going to be very, beginner friendly. No issues there at all. I just feel like all in all, you're really going to like this palette. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this isn't, your cup of tea or your color story. And I'm going on because it is mine. And I'm a fool. I don't know. But I do know that I, personally, love this palette. And I do feel like I will get actually a good bit of use out of it. And considering my collection, that says something. I like this brush also from Refer for lining with because it really does get so close. And it's so teeny tiny that it's really, really a good brush. What number is this? 29. Number 29. Okay, going to go back into that cranberry shade and just run it along the lower lash line here. Okay. Yes, perfect. Well, not perfect, but for me, it's pretty good, to be honest. Let me just blend a little more. And again, blending's always going to be your friend. But, if you don't want to, don't. There's my answer. I have the patience for a little while with it, but then it runs very low. Very low, my patience run when it comes to blending. But, Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's see. Oh, I did line my waterline, upper and lower waterline with the Charlotte Tilbury. This one here. I use this side. I really like that. I'm going to go through that whole side and then not even have touched the black. I don't wear black liner very often, you all. It's not going to look good. At least I don't think it does on me. And it makes my eyes look really, really tiny. So that's not always a good thing either. Just going to curl the lashes with my Surratt. And then, I don't know, I guess it's got to be this YSL. Maybe it's dried up, and that's why it's doing it. Because I usually don't have any issue out of this YSL Lash Clash. I really love this mascara, actually, but it's kind of flaking today for some reason. I don't know why. But it could just be drying up. But that's okay because I got backups. And this is just the mini. Although, shoot, I did get, I'll have to clean that up. Of course I will. I did get the Rare Beauty mascara that everybody was talking about, or everybody is talking about. Because, you know, the hype got me to buy that. But I bought a sample, or not a sample, mini. Travel, whatever you want to call it. Because I do like trying different mascaras. Where I don't wear lashes, you know, mascara really has to be my friend. And I was hoping, I was going to do a look using the new Pat McGrath mascaras, the colored ones, but I didn't think any of the colors would look good with this look, so that didn't happen either. I will be doing another look though with her bigger palette, because that's a pricey palette, but I really liked it. I know that it's seems to be hit or miss on people liking it or not, but I like it. But at the same time, if you know you can save money, I would wait for a sale, because I don't think it's going to sell out right now anyway, you know. And Sephora sale's coming at the end of the month, so there's definitely for sure that sale. So if you're Rouge, you can save 20% there. Now I got a mess to clean up. Of course I do, because that's my life. I can never just do something and not have a mess, you know? It's just never going to happen. I wish, though, that I could. But I also know that's just not my luck. If a mess can be made, a mess will be made, and a mess I will have to clean up. And I say that with myself, with my children, with everybody. If my kids do something and a mess can be made, you can believe they will make said mess. And you can believe that I will be the one to clean it up. Partially because, well, they're kids, and the other reason is because they won't clean it up the way I want it cleaned up. So might as well just do it yourself, you know? It'll save me a little bit of headache on that front. Okay. I'm using the MAC for the bottom lash line. Okay. Alright. Let me go ahead and... I've really been liking this little comb thing here by Real Techniques. I've been using it to sort of like separate my bottom lashes, but also to like pull out any clumps and stuff. And it just kind of makes them look more real in a sense. I mean, obviously they're not. It still looks like makeup, but kinda, you know what I mean? Like, not all the way, but kinda. But it does pull out the clumps for sure, if there is any. And separates them. And I think this came in a set. I like Real Technique brushes, to be honest. There's a bunch of them that I like. There's some I don't, but there's a good bit I like more than I don't like. Let me say that for sure. Okay. Alrighty, and this is the final look. I still have newer palettes coming in, so I know these videos are probably going up so weird. Like, they probably make absolutely no sense. Because whenever a newer palette comes in, I'm trying to get it up, you know what I mean, as soon as I can. And then pushing the older ones to, like, the back. So then, you know, as time goes, they'll be shown. It's just going to be in a different order, you all. It just is what it is. Just, you know, bear with it if it sounds like, you know, it's not going to be nothing crazy. I'm not going to say Happy Halloween at Christmas or anything, but there are a couple of days like that I've already pre-filmed, and then newer palettes came in, so I wanted to get them, of course, up ASAP for you. I don't even know how I got glitter, because I didn't even mess with glitter. Apparently I did, though. Oh, I swatched. Shoot. That's how I did it. Because I got the new Pat McGrath blush palette. It's beautiful. Beautiful. I got the Nude Venus one from Sephora, and oh my goodness. It's so pretty, you all. Okay, anyway, forget that. That's another video. This is the final look using the Nars Christmas palette, Stargaze. And I really like this look. I don't know. I kind of like the other look too. Here's my thing. This is how I know I like this palette, because I don't know which look I like better. It's like, I like this look for today, but I like the other look for kind of like going out. You know what I mean? Because it's really dark and kind of vampy and stuff. So it's almost like it depends on what I'm doing, what I like. You know what I mean? And that's just me, though. And of course, everything has to match my clothes, which this kind of does not do, but that's okay, you know. I'm breaking out of my comfort zone, we'll say. I'm not, but sometimes I'm forced to, or sometimes when I'm done filming, I'll change my shirt, maybe. I'm not saying I do that, but there's a strong possibility that I change my shirt to match my eye look. Just saying. But that is all I have for you today. I hope this video helped in some way again. I don't know if they do or don't, but I hope they do. Again, this is what the palette looked like in the first video. I even swatched them for you so that you could really see these shades, because they're so pretty, you all. I really like this palette. Really do. So I felt the need, like I needed to swatch them so you could see them on my skin tone and know that if you're close to me, you know, the eyeshadow looks would, you know, maybe possibly come out the same. I know with different skin tones and undertones and all that, it does change the look of shadows sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. So that's all I have for you today, though. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I do upload. I upload every day but Sundays. However, with all the newer stuff being launched right now for the holiday seasons, I am uploading on Sundays for now. But, you know, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all, as I said. That way you don't miss anything. I'm trying to stay pretty consistent, to be honest with you, which is a first for me. But that is all I have. I will see you in the next one. And until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.